Welcome back to Club 1 of the European journeyman Abergavenny Town FC. Hello, we are back just before the Ayfen Lido game at the end of the transfer window because deadline day was absolute carnage. Earlier in the window, we've lost Nicky Roberts to Crystal Palace's under-21s. Keaton Pritchard's finally left to Barry Town after we knocked them out the cup. They decided to come in for him. He's only made 2 sub-appearances for them. Henry Blake's just left to Aberystwyth Town in the Welsh Premier League, and Josh Beecher has also left to Barry Town. So we needed a striker, or 2 strikers really, and a right wing back. And the squad weren't happy with the right wing back position depth, so we had a squad meeting about that. And this is what we've brought in. We've got Brandon back as the replacement for Henry Blake. I've had him in a different save. He's pretty good. I've had him in like League 2, League 1, so he does have a bit of potential. He's quite a good player. Ryan George is the replacement for Beecher, a competent right wing back. Ashton Day is now the deputy striker. He's pretty awful, but he is only on £6 per appearance. And this is the entire squad we have now, just the starting 11 and the bench. It puts us £100 under the wage budget, but there's not a lot of players available to us. As you can tell by the intro, we've been chasing down the pack. We had 7 wins on the bounce, 5 wins since the end of the last episode, followed by a very disappointing defeat to and then a draw at home to Cambrian and Clydach, who are also in the title race with us. Now have a look at this for the goal that we lost a point to in the Mumbles game. Tyler 1, what are you doing? This is the league table then. We're up to 4th. We are 7 points behind Llanelli and 6 points behind Ayfen Lido, who we played today. Definitely a lot of work to be done before the end of the season that ends in 9 games time. It's not impossible that we do this, but it's not looking especially promising at this exact moment in time. Here we are then for the must-win game against Ayfen Lido at home at the Penny Pound. We've got Tyler in goal. Hopefully he doesn't have an absolute mare like he did against Oyabade, Jones and Morgan as the back 3. Strong, Tuck, Denny and New Boy George, the right wing back, as the 4. Williams and Pallet supporting new striker Brandon back up front. I'm not sure whether to play Brandon back as an advanced forward or a target forward. I think I'm going to play him as an advanced forward for now because Henry Blake's goals had been drying up towards this end of his tenure here. So maybe a little bit of change is in order. We're going to give Ashton Day the new sub striker, the number 11, Brandon back the number 9, and Ryan George the number 17. We owe Ayfen Lido after what happened in the last match where they absolutely hammered us 6-2. Going back to the 3-4-2-1 has definitely improved things. That was a fantastic idea by me and nobody else. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Here we go then. George has already picked up a yellow card in his debut on the 3rd minute. Not ideal. Hopefully he doesn't get sent off. Corner then for Ayfen Lido. Whipped in from the right and is just wide of the left-hand post to Tyler sees it wide. Not many highlights to be speaking of in this first half thus far, but as we look at the heat maps, we're looking quite good and high up the pitch, which I like to see, and the stats on the left hands of the screen are looking fairly good, even though Ayfen Lido have more possession. But we have a highlight just before the half. Brandon back is in. Can he get a goal on his debut? He hits the crossbar. Should have done better with that one, but good movement from him. Hopefully this new advanced forward role will prove good. Half time then, 0-0. I'm going to thrust the arms and shout at them, and hopefully that'll G them up and give us something to chase. Williams with a corner now on the left. Plays it in, but it's headed out to Tuck. Oyabade back out to Williams. Williams crosses it in to Jones. Is there for a header. Oh, thought it'd gone in. It's just gone wide of the post. 0-0 still. 10 shots to 1. We are doing everything in this game. The last 2 games we were doing quite well as well. Strong with a corner to Morgan, and again just wide of that left hand post. The ball just doesn't want to go in today. George with a throw in on the right, plays it short to Denny, all the way back to Morgan, who plays it into Tuck. Tuck gets his head up and plays it out to the left to Strong, who just gets the ball to him. Can he shoot and score? He can. Gets in 1-0. Come on, boys. Big goal. Strong, the left back, with a great finish in the bottom right-hand corner of the net. Another highlight then just after the goal. Ethan Lido looking for a immediate comeback, but we win the ball back, but then a loose ball from Denny is picked up by the Ethan Lido defence, and they play it up the field. Cushion now for them on the left wing. Don't give away a penalty, boys. Fucking hell. Mac Riley immediately responds for Ethan Lido, and it's 1-1. Not the best debut from Brandon back, even though he's just come into the club. We're going to keep him on, actually, and change him to a target forward on attack and see if that makes a difference. Pallett is going to come off for Tomlinson, who's been complaining about playing time, so he's going to get a few more minutes here. George on a yellow card. We don't have another right wing back at the moment at the club, so he's going to stay on. James Jones is going to come off for Joseph James, and we're going to leave it there for now, and hopefully we can just nick a goal before the death. We're going to change to attacking for the last 10 minutes. We really need to win this game. Back on a 6.3 has had a less than stellar debut. What can we do here? Granville's going to come on for Denny. Oyabade is going to come off for Griffiths. And Day, the awful striker on the bench, is going to come on for Brandon Back, who has been equally awful. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think it's only going to be a draw here. And we slip potentially to 8 points behind Llanelli Town if they can win their game in hand. Not happy with that one. The story of the last 3 games is that we've been playing a lot better, just not getting the results that we were getting in the previous 5. It's the story of the season, really. Cambria and Clydach have done us a favour there. They've leapfrogged us in the table, but they've taken 2 points off Llanelli Town, who can only manage a 1-1 draw. That sees us 7 points behind Llanelli Town now instead of 9. We play Llanelli Town on the penultimate day of the season in the league and in the next game in the Welsh Cup quarter-final. So hopefully they can drop a few points elsewhere, but we really have to win every single game if we're going to have any chance of winning the title and getting promoted to the Promised Land. And here we are for the Welsh Cup quarter-final on Valentine's Day of all days against our old friends Llanelli Town. Brandon Back and Ryan George drop out of the starting 11 because they're cup tied, and we're going to have to switch to the 4-2-3-1 because our players can't fit the 3-4-2-1 in our current condition. Ashton Day is going to have to come on for his full debut, even though he's only a 1.5 star rated player. I think I've decided that I want to either win the cup or win the title if we're going to stay at Abergavenny Town. And if not, we're going to have to move on and not sign a new contract. More for the sake of entertainment of the save, and just because I don't want to do another season in the Tier 2 of Wales, because we can't sign even part-time contracts. They're all non-contracts. I don't get the option for part-time contracts. And players who are any good just leave instantly. Llanelli Town now have a attacking highlight at the start of the game, but we cut it out. Tomlinson tries to carry the ball upfield, but is dispossessed fairly easily. They're passing it around the back now and advance to the midfield. A ball over the top finds their striker Taylor, and Oyabade cuts it out to Tuck. But again, the ball only goes as far as the Llanelli Town defence, and they're in. But Mulhern is offside on the far side. The linesman raises his flag. Jones with a throw-in on the 6th minute to Morgan. Morgan finds Denny in the middle of the park, who puts it out wide to Oyabade, who finds Tuck again in the centre. Strong at the left back position finds Williams. Back to Tuck, and Pallett picks it up in the middle and out wide again to Strong. Strong forced back to Tuck, and Williams is found on the attacking line. It just stays onside. Day is offside. Surely he is. The ball's in the back of the net for both teams, but both are given as offside. Llanelli Town have a corner on the left. Woods for them is going to whip it in to the edge of the area to a player called Midgley, who strikes the ball into the top right corner of the net, and the depression is starting to set in. I think Llanelli Town are probably one of the best teams left in the competition, if not the best. As mentioned in the last episode, only second tier teams are left in the competition, very weirdly, after we knocked out Barrytown in the previous round. So if we do win here, we have a very good chance of winning the whole competition, but at the minute it's not looking very promising as Williams hits the bar from a free kick just outside the penalty area. The ratings aren't exactly brilliant, and the fact that we can't play our favourite formation is a bit of a killer, as Mulhern is denied by Tyler, and Llanelli Town only have a 1-goal advantage before the break unless they can get a goal from a corner here, headed out by the Abergavenny defence. 1-0 at the break. Absolutely fuming with some of the ratings we have here. Tyler's playing well in net, but I mean, admittedly, we're playing a formation that we're not usually used to, at least in the recent past. James Jones on a 6.4, an attacking third, Tomlinson on a 6.3, Pallett on a 6.3, and Ashton Day on a 6.2. It's not like we can make any changes either. We've only got 5 subs on the bench from a possible 7. So it looks like it's going to be a bit of a miserable Valentine's Day for us unless we can pull out a miracle in this second half. Midgley, the goal scorer, with a free kick, hits the crossbar in a similar sort of fashion to Williams in the first half with his left foot instead of his right foot. Denny now has the ball up the Llanelli Town third of the pitch, but is dispossessed, and Llanelli directly get the ball up to their strikers and out to their right wing very quickly. Are they going to have another highlight here? No, Strong dispossesses them. But again, we just lump it up to their defence and they recycle the ball instantly, and we just get another attack to defend straight away. So I don't know what we're expecting here. We need to we're not playing direct football, we're playing shorter passing. So it shouldn't really happen, but we are absolutely dog shit. So there's that. Williams has been sent off. Right, we're going to switch to a 4-2-2-1. Tomlinson and Pallett are going to come in on the attacking midfield, and that's about it. I really wish we had another striker. No, you can't play that. The scoreboard only says 1-0, but we couldn't be further away from the Welsh Cup semi-final if we tried. 10 minutes to go, and we are going to make some sort of change, even though I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Denny's going to come off for Griffiths. Tuck's going to come off for Granville. Those two are going to swap over. He's going to become a Segundo Volante. And that's all we can do, really. Morgan's going to come off for Joseph James. And look at the attacking three. 6.1, 5.9, 6.3. I mean, we just never really had a chance, to be honest, with those three up front. Oh, we have a attacking highlight just at the end of the game. Can we get anything from this? Please say yes. We don't. Okay, Sarah. We are not off to the Millennium Stadium. Jenkins was playing for them. Our former centre-back, Neil Jenkins, who made 28 appearances for us last season, has made 19 for Llanelli this season. Maybe I was wrong to release him and his 3 heading. But that's us out of the cup, so our only hope now is to win the league that we are 7 points behind on, and we only have 8 games to do it in. Okay then, so we're going to be back for the Llanelli Town game and the Cardiff Met Uni game for either a farewell to Abergavenny, which is the likelihood, or a absolutely monumental title charge, but we'll see. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Click on the videos on the screen. Click on them, please, or the playlist, and click subscribe, and like the video, and send me lots of kisses in the comments. Goodbye.